So now that we've taken a look at all of the basic options inside of the constant radius fillet, let's try to apply some of them. So going into the fillet tool, we're going to select feature, and we're going to input a radius value of 0.05, and we want to select this extrude here. Now if you hit plus in this quick pop-up dialog box, it's the same as hitting apply. So you can see that we can quickly and easily apply a fillet inside of this feature here. Now we can do the same thing over here. We select feature, grab this, and apply it. So this makes the process of applying these fillets fairly quick and easy. Now it's always going to go back to the default selection mode for edge each time you apply a fillet. It's just how it's going to be, and we're going to go ahead and apply a fillet here. We'll do a rather large one. Say apply, and then we want to come up here. So now in this case, I want to apply a fillet to the top edges, and I'm going to make it 0.125, and then I want to add a secondary fillet to this edge. It's going to be a larger value, 0.25, and we're going to apply. So now you can see again we were able to quickly and easily add 3 fillets, 2 edges on the top and 1 edge on the corner, and they're different radius values. Let's apply one to this top edge. And notice that it gives us a warning here. It's because this value is too large. You have to do a smaller value in order for it to evaluate properly. So going around the model, we've applied a lot of fillets, but if we say all fillets, it's going to still grab all the internal corners that we missed. We can apply it. And now if we grab all rounds, it'll grab all the external ones as well. We can apply those. And notice that some of them failed. Now this is what happens from time to time because maybe the value is too small or too large and it's removing some material in areas that you don't want it to. So in a case like this, you might have to make a smaller value, try to apply it, and see if you can get away with it. Now if you do have a problem, you might have to go back and manually apply fillets in certain areas just to make sure that it can be applied and you're not creating an instance that either can't be manufactured or is just really not realistic. So just through some quick selections using the from feature options as well as applying various fillet radii to multiple corners in the same operation, we were able to take care of every corner in this part in just really about a minute. So notice that we do have quite a bit of fillets added to this model. We do have this situation here, fillet 16. Even though it was 2 different radius values, we were able to apply it here. So hopefully you can see that through this method, we could actually go back and we could add fillets to all different edges in one single operation. So that can really clean up the tree over here and not having 15 or 20 different fillet operations. Now as we're looking at this, if we change some of the options, we can always go back and modify these options and dictate how they will actually work inside of our model. So we can change roll along ball where possible, and that changes the way this corner looks, even though we've already applied the fillet, and everything else is going to update. So at this point again, I suggest that you save a copy of your model, you play around with applying these fillets, and you just see how the selection process works for you. Of course, every model is different, and depending on how you approach the modeling process, applying fillets by feature or applying fillets by all fillets or all rounds may or may not be an applicable option for you. But in this case, just exploring them on this model will allow you to get a good feel for how they can be applied. Now our next module we'll be talking about some options, so you want to make sure that again we start with a clean slate. We're going to reopen that advanced fillet 1 file, but make sure that you have this as a copy so you can play around with it.